Hey guys, Near Mint Nerd here for the I Got Issues Network. Today is Thursday, so you know what that means. New comics. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm a little late. Day late on the new comics day. Near Mint Nerd had a JOB for the Monday to Wednesday period, so I gotta pay the bills if I want to keep bringing in those sweet hauls. So we're a day late, but we're not a dollar short. We got a great pickup. I can't wait to show you all my books. Hopefully you haven't seen them all in all the other haul videos, and you want to stick around and check mine out, okay? So here we go. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we're going to start the haul with the Marvel books. It was a pretty thin week for me for Marvel this week, and a huge week for DC, which is sort of common for the last week of a month, I find. I'm not sure why this is. I'm not sure what the imbalance is, but it seems like Marvel top loads the month on the books that I read, and DC bottom loads on the books that I read. So it kind of is a weird dichotomy there, but it balances out, I suppose. So first up, we have Thanos #3 from Marvel, written by Jeff Lemire, Mike by Art Deodato. I really like the idea of this Thanos book. I actually haven't read issue 1 and 2. I'm going to read the first 3 together. I like villain books. I like that you have to be a little creative with villain books because it's not easy to make a villain the star of your story. Because then he has to fight heroes, and typically, you want to see the heroes win. So it's a bit of a challenge. So I'm intrigued to see how this is handled. Next up, we have The Punisher #8. Really cool knitting cover. I have not really kept up on The Punisher. I bought the previous issue, haven't read it yet. Looks like we might be in for kind of interesting new villain here. Not sure, but it's a striking cover image for sure. Watching her knit the skull, the Punisher's skull, and smearing blood all over it and such. It's pretty creepy, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Note the parental advisory, not for kids. All right, next up, Daredevil #16. I have not kept up with this new version of Daredevil. I started reading the Mark Waid run, and it just fell away. It was just one of those books. There was too many books. I got caught up in some other stuff. This is the start of a new storyline. I can't remember the name of the storyline, but I will put it right here. There we go. And I believe that Charles Soule, is it Soule or Soule? I never know. I'm going to say Soule. Charles Soule, gave a heads up to some of the local comic shops saying, make sure you order enough of this one because it's a big one. So I'm curious to see what that means. I hope it's not just because Bullseye's in it, because, while Bullseye used to be a big deal back in the day, these days, I don't know, he's kind of a minor player. Like, he's just not the badass he used to be, when I was collecting comics in the late 80s and early 90s. After he killed Electro, he was the villain. Now a lot of people are more into, anti-heroes like Harley Quinn and Deadpool or, Venom. But guys like Bullseye have kind of taken a back seat. So I know there's a miniseries coming, so maybe they're trying to change that. Maybe they're trying to, reverse that trajectory and make him badass again. Which I'm all for. I really like the villain. I like his power set. I think he's super cool. Okay, moving to... I'm just going to clear the deck here. Moving to DC, we're going to start with Blue Beetle #5, which is not a book I read, but it is a book my son reads. So I put it in these haul videos because he likes to watch the video. So little shout out to Little Near Mint Nerd. One day he'll take over for me. It'll be like a James Bond situation where we share the same name, but we're just different people. So look for Near Mint Nerd Jr. To take my place one of these days. Hopefully not too soon. Next up we have Doom Patrol #4 from DC's Young Animal line, written by Gerard Way, art by Nick Darrington, and this book is a month late, which is a bad sign for this Young Animal line. It's a mature reader line, although I don't know why, because it feels like it should be a line for kiddies. The art is at odds with the mature readers label, especially on the Cave Carson book. Anyways, this book is super late. Not sure why. I think Gerard Way just said that he was not prepared for how much work it would be to run a line of comics. Well, duh. It's going to be a lot of work. Of course it is. You know? So hopefully they get their butt in gear, because I do love the Doom Patrol. And if it's not going to, be handled correctly in this Young Animal line, then I hope it gets, canceled. I hate to use the C word. I never want to see a book canceled. But in this case, if they're not going to be able to keep up with it, and the Young Animal line's not going to be able to thrive, then I do hope it gets canceled. I hope it goes back into the regular line of the books and gets rebooted. I also hope it gets some love in other media. It would make a great TV show. It would make a great movie. I just love the Doom Patrol. Can you tell? All right. Next up is Deathstroke number 11. The Creeper Lives Again. I'm going to be honest. I thought about dropping this book. I was just finishing out the last arc, and then I was going to be gone. And then I saw the Creeper cover, and I went, I love the Creeper. I have the Creeper's first appearance in Showcase. I have the Creeper's first appearances in his own title, Silver Age title. One of those oddball characters that I truly love. So I saw him on the cover, and I grabbed it. And then when I saw that Priest was writing it, Christopher Priest was writing it, I had to snatch it up even more so, because I'm a big fan. And then this new story arc, Chicago, is more of a, commentary on the state of gun control in the U.S. And so that intrigued me even more. So I'm going from, I'm going to drop this, to, 3 good reasons why I had to keep going. That's what DC needs to keep doing. They have to stop me from dropping these books, and that's exactly what this did. A lot of other titles, they've just been too easy to let go. So good job, Deathstroke. Next up, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, number 13, by Vendetti, art by Marion. I'm a little behind on this title. I've been reading the other Green Lanterns title, their Phantom storyline, so I do need to catch up on this one. So I can't comment too much, other than to say, this is I really do love this book. And the reason I love this book is right on the cover. Earth has 4 Green Lanterns, essentially, and this book allows us to keep in touch with all of them in one book. Instead of having Red Lanterns, there was like 4 or 5 different Yellow Lanterns, there were Orange Lantern. Not that long ago, they just put out every color lantern under the sun as its own series. They split everybody up. They watered it down. Now they're all in this one book, and it's really good. And I would suggest that a lot of other people look at this model. I'm looking at you, Justice League. I'm looking at you, Avengers. Get your heroes. Get all the ones that people like. Put them in one book. Don't saturate them the way you're doing. All right. I did not mean to go on a rant there. I apologize. Next up, we got Wonder Woman. Here we go. I haven't really been a reader of Wonder Woman since even before the 52 relaunch, to be honest. It's been a long time. I collected Wonder Woman through the 90s and 2000s, every single issue. But then when it got relaunched as New 52, I stopped because I'm not a big Brian Azzarello fan. And then, I lost it from there. So when I saw that Rucka was back on, I really liked his run in the 200s of Wonder Woman. I thought about getting back in. I didn't get back in fast enough. I'm hopping in now because it's a new story arc, The Truth Part 1. And I love this cover. I love this beautiful, beautiful Diana cover. I guess she's going insane due to learning the truth about her existence. I think that's what I took away from it. But regardless, I picked it up almost purely based on that unbelievably gorgeous cover art. But I know I'm going to enjoy the story. I just know it. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, next up, The Flash. This is a gimme title. I get this every single week, no matter what, because The Flash is my all-time favorite character. I prefer Wally West to Barry Allen, and I'm talking about the original Wally West. Although I don't mind this new Wally West. I just wish he had a different name. I wish his name wasn't Wally West. But it is. I'm dealing with it. And I'm enjoying the title. I'm glad the original artist is back. I cannot say his name. I need to hear somebody say his name correctly so I can lock it in. Because I don't want to continue butchering it. But it's Josh Williamson. He's doing a good job. He's also doing the Suicide Squad book, and he's doing a good job there. I like this old-timey kind of feel on the cover with Mirror Master. This is a Johnson cover, obviously. You can just tell by looking at it. It's beautiful. Love having the Rogues back. I'm just super excited by the Flash book right now. Can you tell? This cover had the Mirror Master. This is the variant. The cover A. I shouldn't even say variant. Really, it's cover A and cover B. Cover A, I think, had Heatwave. But I preferred the look of that one. Next up, Killer Frost, Rebirth. So this is Justice League of America. They're doing one-shots for, the team members. I guess, is Lobo still to come? I don't think I've seen his one-shot yet. I think he's the last member of the team we haven't visited with. But they're putting together an interesting team because they're combining the Suicide Squad a little bit with the Justice League book for this second Justice League title. And I really like that. I like that they're going to try to redeem some of these heroes, especially Killer Frost, who, in the Flash TV series, in Earth 1, she is a hero, or she's trying to be. She's always kind of wrestling with, the evil that this power kind of pushes on her. But this is a great character. I really like Killer Frost. She's been around a long time. She's been a regular of the Suicide Squad before. She was in a lot of issues of Firestorm. Probably Firestorm's one of his primary villains for sure. So it's nice to see her doing a hero turn for once, and we'll see how that goes. And I should just comment on this cover because it is a beautiful, beautiful rendition. Very cool. All right. Next up, Suicide Squad number 10. This is, I guess, probably kind of the epilogue for the crossover, the Suicide Squad Justice League crossover. I've been enjoying these books. Usually when there's a crossover and then we're going to the regular titles, sometimes the stories just feel kind of flat, or they're, you need to be reading the main titles to really get everything out of them. Maybe that's the case here a little bit, but I'm still enjoying these on their own terms, which is unusual and welcome. So looking forward to getting into this one. And that about brings us to the book of the week, which is Suicide Squad versus Justice League number 6. The final issue, the wrap-up of what has been an excellent miniseries. I finally started reading it. Thrilled that one of my favorite villains plays a big role. That's Eclipso. I'm going to be talking about Eclipso more in a special haul video soon. I got the Amanda Conner cover, as I have been, because I just love her art. And compared to the other two covers, the Amanda Conner almost exclusively throughout this run has been the cover that's appealed to me the most. Josh Williamson doing a terrific job. Porter on art. The art's been great. The story's been really great. I'm actually excited about the Justice League that's spinning out of this. I don't know what's going to happen with the Suicide Squad spinning out of this. I wasn't, I don't always read the Suicide Squad. I kind of pick and choose my arcs based on the lineup. I may continue after this just because this has been so good. So, again, kudos to DC for really kind of finding a way to make it hard to drop titles. I really appreciate that. I think that's it. It's kind of a short haul this week. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to turn you back over to a fella that you know by the name of Near Mint Nerd. Take care, everyone. I don't care. No, I don't care. That's not my problem. I don't care. Listen, I either have 3,000 subscribers by this time next month, or I'm... hi, welcome back. So hopefully you enjoyed the haul. I know it was a pretty short one. I didn't have any kind of extra books because I didn't go to the shop myself yesterday like I normally do. You know, usually I poke around, also go through the bins, find a few extra stuff. But I actually called in my pull list, so I ran in this morning and just picked up my pull. So it's a little thin by probably the standards you're used to here on I Got Issues. But you know, it is what it is. Lots of great books, lots of reading to do. Please hit subscribe. Please leave me a comment. Please hit like. And please come back again because I love having you. I'll see you next time. I got a themed haul, I think, coming up possibly tomorrow, if not on Monday, if I can get my act together. So come on back for that. I'll see you then. This is the Near Mint Nerd saying, ciao, everyone.